Are you tired of seeing no progress in your calisthenics journey? Or maybe you've just hit a plateau and you're not seeing any more gains. So you tried searching for help on YouTube, but the advice is just so overwhelmingly complicated. It leaves you more confused than ever, and you feel overwhelmed and you don't know what to do and you're panicking. You want to make progress, but these people are just not helping at all. You just want something that's simple and effective. But look no further, because I am here. I have had plateaus in my fitness journey and I've broken out of them, and it's thanks to this training method and these principles that I was able to break out of my plateau and started to make more gains in my fitness journey. If that sounds like you and you're interested in finally breaking free from your plateau and you want to start making gains again, then this video is for you, and it'd be in your best interest to continue watching. Didn't write this down, but it's very important. So the first thing that I want to tell you about, the first tip that I want to give you into breaking out of your plateau is the concept of always pushing for that extra rep. Let's say you're doing 3 sets of 12 push-ups. On your last set of your exercise, you're going to want to go for an extra couple of reps, whether it's 1 rep, whether it's 2 reps, whether it's 3 reps, whether it's 4 reps, and if you can, 5 reps. You get what I'm saying? You want to go above and beyond. And there's a saying, an analogy that I would like to give you. It's the saying of plus ultra. I'm sure you've heard it from My Hero Academia. I think it's All Might that says it to Deku. Correct me if I'm wrong. But basically, it means that you want to go plus ultra. You want to go above and beyond. That's my interpretation of it. And you can apply this to your workouts as well. If you're like an anime fan or whatever, you can always think of it as like, I'm pushing for that extra rep. But basically, you just want to go above and beyond, and you want to keep pushing yourself, even if it's by just 1 rep. That compounds over time, man. And you will make continuous gains with that principle. Now, onto the nitty-gritty stuff about the training method that has helped me make a pretty good amount of gains, an insane amount of gains. It's what helped me break out of my recent plateau. And that training method is down workouts. It's basically high rep calisthenics, but with structure to it. Every street lifter that you see that goes to those calisthenic parks, most of them do high rep calisthenics. But you've always wondered, how do they do high rep calisthenics? Do they just do it all in one go? Is there like, do they do it in a certain amount of sets? What's the rest time? They do it with this structure for the most part. I'm not saying all of them. And basically down workouts are, you do an X number of reps down to 1. So I'll use myself as an example. I do, let's say, 22 push-ups down to the last rep. So my first set is going to be, I'll say my first round is going to be me going to 22 push-ups, me doing 22 push-ups, right? And the second time I'm doing these push-ups, I'm going to be going down to 21, then to 20, then to 19, and then to 18. So how can you incorporate this into your workout? So let's say you're struggling growing chest. So you're going to want to do, let's say you can do 15 push-ups. You want to do 15 push-ups of whatever push-up variation that you want to do. And you're going to write it down as 15 push-ups down to 1. So you'll start off with 15 push-ups, rest for 30 seconds. That's also another important point that I like to bring up. You want to have very low rest times. The maximum is going to be 30 seconds. All right. But if you're a beginner and 30 seconds is a bit too much, go for 1 minute. But if you can, do 30 seconds. Don't rob yourself of gains. Like what I was saying earlier, you're not training as hard as you can train. You can train harder. I know you can do it. So you want to rest for 30 seconds each time, and then you want to go down until 1. That is how you will incorporate it into your workouts. You can even do it with pull-ups. Let's say your maximum is 8 pull-ups. You can do 8 pull-ups for the first time. And then second time, you rest for 30 seconds, you do 7 pull-ups. You get my point. That is how you can incorporate down workouts. Now, a tip that I'd like to give you for the push-ups, let's say you're doing push-ups or dips. You do not want to go with slow negatives. I know a lot of science-based YouTubers say you want to have slow negatives, and although there is value in it, what I've experienced personally that has helped me make the most gains is doing like those calisthenic street park style kind of reps, right? So let's say I'm doing push-ups, right? I'll use an example. You can use the same example for dips, but let's go with push-ups. Let's keep it simple. When I'm about to fully extend my arms as I'm about to go in the push-up, I don't want to do that. I want to keep it at the midway. We want to keep it under tension. So instead of me going fully up, I use my hands. Say this is the full extension, right? I want to stop here, halfway. So I'm going halfway down, but I'm not going all the way up. I'm keeping it in this time under tension motion where it keeps your muscles under tension. And I don't know how to explain it, but it's really good for your gains. I'm not a sciencey YouTuber, any of that. I'm a very simple guy. So just listen to my advice. You don't want to fully extend your arms when you're about to go for a push-up. You just want to keep going like this, if that makes sense. So that's with down workouts. So that's with push-ups. With dips, it's the same thing. You don't want to fully lock out your arms when you're about to go into the dip, but you want to go down and you want to go up. You don't want to fully extend your arms and lock them out when you're doing this style of training, because if you do, you're not going to see as much gains as you could doing it like the street park calisthenics kind of way. When you see those guys do their push-ups, you don't see them fully locking out their arms, right? So we can apply the same principle to down workouts. So apply this principle to your workouts and you will see gains. It's what's helped me a lot make progress in my gains. And it's what's helped me break out of my plateau and follow that advice of doing down workouts and pushing harder. The next tip that I would like to give you is lean bulking. Lean bulking is basically you get a slight caloric surplus, right? I'm assuming that you don't know shit about dieting and your diet is just as important as the training. And if your diet's and shit, you're not going to see any gains. So lean bulking is basically you have a slight caloric surplus in your maintenance calories. Let's say, okay, how do you find out your maintenance calories? Basically, you go on a body weight calculator, you put in your stats. Let's say you're 5'9" and you're 150, for 150 pounds. I don't know about kgs and whatever. And your maintenance works out to be 2,200 calories. And you want to add, with this lean bulking principle, you're going to add 200. So it's going to be 2,400 for your maintenance now. Because you're having a lean bulk, that is you add in plus 200 calories. Simple as that. You don't want to go with these big major caloric surpluses because you're not optimizing for muscle gains, right? And a lot of these fitness influencers will say, we'll go on a big giant bulk of plus 500 calories. You're going to be gaining not only muscle, but you're also going to be gaining fat. And that's kind of counterintuitive because you just want to prioritize muscle gains. Yeah, it might take longer, but we want something that'll last, right? So follow this principle of lean bulking. Next principle is the 5-ingredient rule, and this goes with lean bulking. The 5-ingredient rule is basically, if you cannot name at least 5 of the ingredients on the food that you want to buy on your grocery shopping list, don't eat it. Just don't fucking eat it because you don't know what you're putting in your body at that point. Let's say I want to buy fish fingers because I think it's going to be good in protein, even though it's not. I'm just using an example, right? When I look at the back of the ingredients box, what will I see? I won't see breadcrumbs and fish, and batter or whatever they put in fish fingers. I'll see all of these weird list of chemicals. Bro, what the fuck is phosphate doing in fish fingers? Or if I want to buy a frozen burger in like those weird cardboard boxes, I'll see fucking Red 40, which is literally an ingredient that makes you stupider and more retarded. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if you cannot name at least 5 of the ingredients, and 5 is not that big of a number, don't fucking eat it. Don't. And that's how you identify what foods are processed. Foods that aren't processed, The food is the ingredient. If you want to buy chips, instead of buying the frozen cut chip bullshit, just buy the fucking potato. Simple as that. There's a very powerful resource that almost every human has, and that is the internet. Search up how to cook, man. It's a skill that everyone needs. It's a skill that'll save you in the long run. And trust me, it'll help you with your gains. So buy the food instead of buying the frozen box. The food is the ingredient. That's what you want to go for. If you can't name 5 of the ingredients, do not fucking eat it. If you want to have steak, you do not buy those weird cardboard boxes of steak or whatever. You'll go and buy the meat itself from the butchers or whatever. If you're in Canada and you're in Superstore, don't buy the frozen box. Go to the butchers, because every Superstore or whatever you guys have has a butcher in it, right? Then you're going to look at the meat. You want to go and shop meats in those aisles. They usually have a plastic fling wrapped around it. And if you can afford it, go to butcheries that specifically specialize in meat. So that's all I have for today's video. And if you've learned something, please let me know in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe. It lets me know what videos are doing well. And if you follow my advice in this video, you will break out of your plateau and you will make gains. Just listen to my advice. Turn your brain off and listen to what I've said in this video. And that is all I have for today's video. Please like and subscribe. It lets me know what videos are doing well. And if you have any video ideas or suggestions or any problems that you have that you want me to solve in a video format, comment them down in the comment section down below. There's no such thing as a stupid question. All right. That's all I have for today's video. God bless. Mwah.